Y'all gotta see this. So Caitlin Clark just quit the WNBA. I mean, this is just insane. And people are saying that she's doing this because her team was so bad in the playoffs that she's just fed up.
Caitlin Clark received an offer to play in Europe, but the WNBA promptly rejected it, stating that she cannot play in the Euro League since she had a fever.
Caitlin Clark has a bullseye on her back every single game. You must stop her. I don't think you look at Chicago and go, boy, if we stop Angel Reese, we're going to win.
Throughout the year, the WNBA has treated its biggest star poorly, but now, as the league pays more, players are moving to Europe, but Caitlin isn't allowed. You have a star on your hands, and now you want to keep her in your terrible league and target her for another 4 years. Due to the WNBA's inadequate compensation, Lissa Smith and Kelsey Mitchell have already left the country to play in China. Now that Caitlin wants to consider her choices and a league is waiting for her that will genuinely treat her with some respect, the WNBA says no, it's a disgrace.
And they also need to, I don't know if an apology is warranted to Caitlin Clark.
Since Caitlin left the playoffs, the WNBA has discovered that they have lost a sizable portion of their viewership, and if she leaves the league, it will be even worse. The abuse she has been subjected to has been unjust to all players, much less your star player who has had the biggest impact on the league.
How's it feel? Do you care?
According to recent rumors, the WNBA is threatening to ban one of its biggest talents, Caitlin Clark, if she agrees to accept a deal to play in Europe. The issue surrounding the league is now making waves in the sports world. Fans and observers are in disbelief over this stunning move, which places Clark, one of the most dynamic and gifted players in women's basketball, in a precarious situation where she may have to decide between pursuing new opportunities overseas or extending her WNBA career. Let's examine the specifics of this developing circumstance.
Is amazing in and of herself. She's an incredible basketball player. I think I can say that she's great, and I can say that there are 143 women that helped get the league to this place that she could take it over the top, and it's okay. Like, that's not an affront to anybody.
When she joined the WNBA, there was a great deal of enthusiasm surrounding her debut as a professional basketball player. Clark currently has a contract with the Indiana Fever that supposedly keeps her with the team for an additional 4 years, but things have recently taken a surprising turn. According to rumors, Caitlin Clark has received a sizable offer from the Euro League, Europe's top professional basketball league, now that the WNBA season is over. According to reports, Clark has been considering her choices, and playing abroad has emerged as an alluring alternative. There has been much conjecture over her next professional move as a result of this possible relocation.
Caitlin, that could be it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Caitlin! Right from the she's away! Caitlin!
According to sources, the WNBA has adopted an uncompromising stance in response to these rumors, warning Caitlin Clark that she will be suspended from the league if she relocates to Europe and accepts the offer from the Euro League. Let that sink in. One of the league's biggest stars is being informed that the WNBA would prefer to lose her completely than give her the opportunity to look into other options overseas. The WNBA cites Clark's current contract with the Indiana Fever, which is reportedly set to expire in 4 more years, as justification for this decision, stating that she must complete this contract before even considering playing in another league. Should a league really be prepared to threaten one of its best players with such dire repercussions just for looking into ways to advance her career? You might be wondering how Caitlin handled this. She played a game of golf with Lexi Hall, another sport in which she strives for excellence.
Our biggest star in the league, Caitlin Clark, is only making a base salary of around $76,000 or $78,000. So Caitlin's rookie salary is a little over $300,000 for 4 years, and that's all that she's going to make in the WNBA.
The fact that the WNBA now seems to recognize Caitlin Clark's enormous worth now that she may be looking at other alternatives only serves to highlight how ridiculous this situation is. It is no secret that Clark has single-handedly brought a massive audience to the WNBA. People tune in specifically to watch Caitlin Clark play. She is a game changer, a star whose presence elevates the entire league, our biggest league, and the league quickly threatened to ban her if she moved to Europe. But where was this energy during the playoffs when Clark's team was knocked out and viewership immediately plummeted?
Genuinely looks like the refs have been paid off to try and get Caitlin Clark fouled out. Because first of all, this random girl right here clearly kicked the ball. And then the foul call itself might have been even more ridiculous. I'm still looking for the foul and I can't find it anywhere. So what was the ref looking at? He's probably looking at his bank account as he just received a deposit of $5,000 to rig this game. Whatever this ref is on or whatever he's getting paid needs to be investigated and bro should be banned for.
The WNBA depends heavily on a small number of players to carry its audience, as evidenced by the sharp decline in fan enthusiasm and attendance throughout the remaining games after Clark's team was ousted from the playoffs. No one was as invested in the postseason without her. Even worse, this isn't the first time the WNBA has mistreated Caitlin Clark. Earlier this season, there was a well-known incident in which another player, Joni Carrington, targeted Clark, causing Clark to sustain a black eye. The incident was obvious, but the league did nothing to address it. It was one of the league's best players being physically assaulted on the court. The WNBA's deafening silence regarding the event raised fundamental questions about how they prioritize player safety and...
Ever since, Angel Reese had that injury, to me, and also coming off of Olympic break, Caitlin Clark separated herself. Yeah. She should have been unanimous. Now to celebrate her, one thing that people forget is as a rookie, she was the most blitzed player in the WNBA, and she still put up 19, 5, and 8 assists.
The abuse of Clark doesn't end there. Despite having a stellar rookie season, Clark was not selected for a unanimous Rookie of the Year award. One voter, probably motivated by personal prejudice or some other hidden goal, voted for Angel Reese instead of Clark. Since Clark's season left no doubt that she deserved the honor, this one act of pettiness prevented her from joining the select group of rookies who have received a unanimous vote for the award. The league's inaction following the Carrington incident has left fans incensed and raising questions about the WNBA's treatment of its rising stars ever since.
Yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now. And this is just data. This is just objective facts. Be mad with data. Please do.
Since they know they will lose a sizable portion of their fan base without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA is now trying to lock her down, taking things to a whole new level. Beyond the court, Clark is a cultural icon who has brought much-needed attention to women's basketball. The league is well aware that if they lose her to Europe, their ratings will plummet and their prominence in the sports world may diminish. Clark is more than just another player in the league. She is a phenomenon, a superstar who attracts viewers who might not normally watch WNBA games.
Is this it? Is this like a, we're good, we're gonna call this a birdie?
I don't think so.
Oh!
Yes!
That's huge. Great.
Let's also think about what this means for Clark's career. At just 22, she has years of basketball ahead of her. The EuroLeague, which is renowned for its elite competition and lucrative contracts, offers her a fantastic opportunity to advance her career on an international stage. Historically, many WNBA players have used playing overseas to supplement their income because the WNBA doesn't offer the same financial rewards as the NBA or European leagues. It feels betraying the league to actively stand in the way of this opportunity, especially since the league has done so little to protect or uplift Caitlin's time in the WNBA. What does Caitlin do? She just enjoys a game of golf like the Queen She.
Caitlin Clark is coming. Some people think she's already arrived. I don't. I think she's going to be even better. I think that what she has done for women's basketball, especially in this country, has been phenomenal. There is no woman, no matter how great you were as a player, Cheryl Swoops, there is no woman who should negate mentioning Caitlin Clark and what Caitlin Clark is doing for the
WNBA appears more concerned with keeping control of one of their most precious assets, based on their behavior. The fans perceive this as yet another instance of the WNBA's failure to identify and adequately nurture its best players, and it's a short-sighted move that might have long-term effects for Clark and the league. Basketball's future depends on Caitlin Clark, and the way the league has treated her is just wrong. If the WNBA doesn't alter its position on this matter, they run the possibility of receiving harsh criticism from their own fan base.
He's the second best player in the country. either Caitlin Clark or Leah Boston.
The WNBA should be doing all in its ability to keep their stars happy and make them feel appreciated and respected instead of threatening them with bans. The league's success is based on its players, and when players feel supported, the league gets stronger. The WNBA should take Caitlin Clark's case as a wake-up call to put its players' needs and goals first, support their development, and make the league an environment where women want to stay and thrive rather than one they feel compelled to play in. In addition to being a WNBA star, Caitlin Clark is a rising cultural figure who has already changed the face of women's basketball. She has attracted more attention to the game than perhaps any other player in recent memory, attracting fans with her fascinating play and demeanor. It is impossible to overstate Clark's influence on the WNBA. Her mere presence has increased league viewership and drawn in fans who may not have previously watched women's basketball. She has brought the kind of attention that leagues hope to have, making her more than just a player, but also a vital component of the league's expansion.
There are very, very few people, but there are some out there who resent the fact that this young white girl came out there and did her thing. Rookie of the year, 4th in the league for MVP voting, assist leader, one of the top leading scorers after the Olympic Games. She put on a show, validating all the attention she was receiving.
This is how the league is treating her. Where does this leave the WNBA? Clark has been a constant positive POS influence that has helped the league reach new heights, but the league has consistently failed to support her in return. Rather than creating an atmosphere where players can thrive and grow, the league appears more focused on control, ignoring the very people who are driving its success. Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark's only practical choice at this point appears to be remaining in the WNBA and playing for the Indiana Fever until she completes her duties to the team. Despite the fact that playing in Europe could greatly advance her career and income, she is essentially stuck and unable to